Small city shit.
Hey everyone, welcome to SNE's Virtual High School League. I am Brian Mazzella. If you guys don't know me, I am co-owner of SNE and pitching coach at Westfield State. With this league, I'm going to get a little bit of help from Austin Crowley. He is a pitcher at Dean College, former graduate of Holyoke High School. He's also one of our 16 new assistant coaches with the Stealth program, and he is our SNE Recruiting coordinator. What that entails, he does pretty much everything for, on the recruiting side for our 16U team. Helps with getting videos out on field level. Helps the recruiting side with social media, with getting videos, getting in contact with college coaches. So he's obviously a huge part with the SNE program, with the SNE recruiting side. So us two will be bringing you this virtual simulated league throughout the rest of the month and into June. And we'll obviously dig deeper, but before that, this league is presented by Dreamback Company. They've been there, for years, and obviously we've been working with them for the past couple of years. They're giving you guys 10% off all their wood bats. Obviously, you can see the info. Just head to their website, use the promo code, get the bats for 10% off. Obviously, get your wood bats prior to the summer. So how this is going to work, each team's going to end up playing 20 regular season games. We did split up the teams based on their division. So
you don't have any Division I teams playing any Division III teams? Like I know around me, Holyoke and South Hadley was always like a rivalry, but that's not going to happen in this league.
Yep. So what Crowley's saying is all the Division I schools are going to play Division I teams. D3 is going to play D3, and D4 is going to play D4. It just worked out scheduling wise that way, and within those divisions, we have 15 Division I schools. Those schools are going to stay, as one conference, and then with Division III and Division IV, we split them up into two conferences. They're going to play within their conference, and then we'll see them based on the division. Regular season play starts this Monday. That's going to roll right through, until the third Wednesday in May, I believe it is, and then we'll start up playoffs right after that. For the playoffs, it's going to be a double elimination tournament. All teams are going to make playoffs, so every team's gonna have a chance to win, and so that playoff tournament is going to wrap up on Saturday, June 6th. So we pretty much have 3-4 solid weeks of virtual simulation just to help you guys enjoy what could have been your high school baseball season, and obviously we hope that you guys can get something out of it, and obviously some of the other things we're going to do, based on the simulations, we're doing it similar to how Major League Baseball did it with their Dream League. So we're able to keep track of stats and standings. So we can basically attach a player's name, a high school player's name, to a specific team. So basically, if someone decides to fill out our recruiting form, they'll be attached to the position and to the school that we have with our system. So say Crowley, he's a pitcher at let's just use Holyoke as an example. He's a pitcher at Holyoke. He fills out our form. He'll then become one of the pitchers pitching for Holyoke, and we'll be able to keep track of his stats. We do have our online sign-up form. It works in a couple different ways. The first way is obviously you're going to get your name. You're going to get your own profile on our website, and we're going to be able to blast out videos of you playing to on our Instagram page, on our Twitter page, which will allow college coaches to see you, and obviously hopefully that draws them into go view your profile and see where you're from, see what team you're playing for, what position you play. We also have a way to get your contact info on there, so colleges can basically go on to the profile, click on the contact info, and your info is going to be right there for them. So this is all free. We are one of the only places around that does this kind of thing for free. So obviously we want you guys to take advantage of it. And one of the other things we do is we rank the teams in Western Mass. We typically do top 15, and obviously with it we're gonna have a couple honorable mention teams. So with the top 15, Crowley's gonna cover which teams we have in the top 15. These are the preseason rankings, so this is prior to our simulated virtual league.
So starting off in 15th, we're going to go bottom to top here. We've got Agawam. They had a good year last year, but they lost a bunch of seniors. In 14th is Amherst. The next few teams, similar to Amherst, are an older group, so they're pretty experienced. They know what the grind of a high school season is. 13th is Frontier, similar to Amherst, the older group. 12th in Northampton. They're always good. 11th, Hopkins. They're coming off a state championship, so they're expected to have another good year. In 10th, we've got Pittsfield. They have a good arm, and they are also another one of those teams with an older core. Minnechaug, they lost a lot of seniors last year, but they are always top of the group. And 8th is Springfield Central. Similar to Amherst and Frontier, they've got another older group, so they know what to expect. Taconic, another one of those teams that are coming off a state championship, so they know how to win. So 6th, we've got Holyoke, and the 5th and 6th team, Holyoke and Chicopee here, are very similar. They were really young a couple years ago, so their varsity teams have been around a while. They know how to play together. So 5th, I said, was Chicopee. 4th is Longmeadow. They're always good. They're coached well. They know how to win. In 3rd, we've got East Longmeadow. They're coming off a Western Mass title. And in 2nd, we've got West Springfield, who they are coached very well, and they've got an older core, so they know how to win because of the coach. And 1st, we have Westfield, who they're always top of the rankings. They know how to win as well, so they're always going to be good.
Crowley and I are going to go over our favorites for each division. We'll start out with Division 4 first. Actually, both Division 3 and Division 4, I believe Crowley and I have the same teams, but Division 4, I have Hopkins. They're obviously coming off state championship, return a lot of their core. I think they're going to be competitive with who they would have played this year, and obviously with our simulation, they're a heavy favorite already.
Yeah, I agree with the Hopkins pick there. You kind of stole all my points, but yeah, they returned a lot of kids, didn't really graduate much. And yeah, like you said, they're heavy favorites already.
Yeah, and I think same thing goes with Division 3 for Taconic, coming off state championship, returning a solid core. They did lose a couple guys, but I think they do have a chance, or they could have had a chance of being competitive within Division 3, and obviously going on and making a state championship run again.
Yeah, again, I agree with the Taconic pick there. Similar to what you said, they've won it the past few years, or at least been in the championship the last couple of years. So they know how to win, and that's a big thing in my eyes. You don't really know how to win until you learn how to lose, and they had their fair share of that a couple of years ago, but they turned it around and know how to win.
Yep. And just heading off to Division One, going off what Crowley said, just about winning and learning how to win. A team that I think it is a favorite for Division One is West Springfield. They had some pretty good teams in the past couple of years, won some games, and obviously last year they had a tough draw with Westfield in the Western Mass playoffs, and I think they're ready to take the next step. They have some good arms. They didn't lose too much, but they do have some good arms coming back. They have solid core within position player standpoint coming back. So I do think that they would have been the favorite for Division One heading into the spring. Crowley?
So my favorite for Division One is Westfield. They're at the top of our power rankings for a reason. They're always good. I've never seen them lose. I've never seen them. I don't know. They're always just really good. They're always top 2 or top 3 for rankings no matter what. They've got a good core, know how to pitch, know how to hit. They played solid defense. They just got what it takes.
So Crowley and I came up with 2 sleepers for all of Western Mass. These are teams that might not be high up in the power rankings, or maybe just had an okay year last year. Basically teams that you wouldn't expect or would have picked to win. But obviously these are teams that we think could have made a run in their basically in Western Mass, and obviously competed for a Western Mass championship, and obviously gone on to the states. But my 2 picks, first one is Holyoke. They've been okay last couple years. They're pretty young. Last 2 years or so, they do return bunch of players. A bunch of players that made impacts last year. They had a heavy sophomore class that played last year, and I think that those guys getting that experience at the varsity level and going up to getting into their junior year, and I think they would have had a decent chance of competing for a Western Mass championship, if not making it all the way. And then my second pick, Division 3 school, Athol. They have a stud arm. We talked about Ferrari going to Franklin Pierce, but he has the chance to basically lead Athol to the Western Mass final, and maybe even beyond. So, Crowley, do you have any sleepers that are different?
I've got one that's different and one's the same. So I'll start off with a different one for you. I've got Northampton. I don't know. I think they've just got a young core that potentially could step up to the older core. And just like the mix, they're going to click. And I don't know. I see them going far in this. And then my other one is going to be Holyoke. It's probably a little bit biased, but I think, like, similar to what you said, they've kind of been on the edge the last couple of years, but I think they've got a big senior class this year, and they're experienced. They're going to return most of a varsity team, and I don't know. I see them doing good.
All right, so there you have it. We have our power rankings in place. You can find those on our website. If you head under rankings tab, you'll be able to see not just the team rankings, but also our class of 2020 rankings. Like I mentioned, the 2021 rankings, we are expecting to publish them within the next couple weeks. So obviously head to the website, fill out the form, just so we can have you in the mix to be in our top 15 for Western Mass. What to expect with our schedule for the shows? We are planning on getting a video out every Wednesday and every Sunday. So those videos are going to kind of split the week. Schedule wise, some teams are going to play 1 game a day. Some will end up playing 2. A couple teams might have a day off. So obviously we're going to be posting the schedule, the results, the standings, all of that on our website. We'll also be posting it on our social media pages. So be on the lookout for those. Check in, pretty much every day. Our games, our virtual games, take place at 3 o'clock every day, and we'll be updating things shortly after, just so you guys can see the results and stats and basically how you did as a player. With every Wednesday and Sunday show, we're gonna try and get some key personnel on, meaning we're gonna try and get basically every type of person that you might get some kind of knowledge out of. So we're going to try and have a couple players from Western Mass on. We're working on getting some high school coaches on. We already have a couple college coaches in place to come on and talk about, maybe what the summer is going to look like, or what the impact this has on recruiting. Also what they look for with recruiting. So obviously it's going to be a good resource for you guys. And we're going to try and get a college player too on if it's not Crowley. So that's pretty much what to expect for the weeks to come. And obviously it's going to be a quick season, but you have 3 or 4 weeks of just enjoying, sitting back, seeing how you guys do, and obviously trying to get the same experience out of, or close to the same experience of playing. For those that are wondering, this hat, brand new. We got it from Mantis Graphics up in East Hampton. They're a small business, just like we are. And obviously during these times, it has been tough for us at least. We are selling these hats. They are $30 a piece. If you're interested in get one, obviously contact us. For every hat that is sold, we're going to donate $1 to the American Nurses Foundation. So obviously you can help support 2 local businesses plus obviously to a charity to help our frontline workers, our healthcare workers, because obviously this time is tough for all of us. With that being said, I just want to say thank you to all the healthcare workers, medical workers, everyone that has been taking a part in helping us get back to normal as soon as possible. Obviously, we're trying to get through this quick. We're hoping to have a summer season now that the spring season's canceled, but obviously our health and safety is the most important. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and stay 6 feet apart. We will see you guys next week, and we'll publish the next one on Wednesday.